Hello and welcome to Infamous, the audio podcast. This is Brandon, or Mutilis on Discord.
This is Parker, go by One Who Parks on Discord.
And this is Aaron, I go by Treffinwood on Discord.
Welcome back for an equally riveting episode of Infamous, as always. Well, Aaron, I have something to tell you that you will probably agree with, but I don't know if you'll like it. So I was watching the last episodes of 1923, the Yellowstone spinoff.
I have not yet seen them, but go ahead.
Okay, I was getting very annoyed. I was like, this is so formulaic and annoying. I'm really disliking these last episodes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, that to be said, I actually very much enjoyed the final episode. It was a very good season finale.
Okay.
But much like all of the, what's his name, Travis, whatever shows.
Taylor Sheridan?
Yeah, that guy. Much like all of his shows, there's forced drama, which I really don't appreciate. And so they'll be in a situation, and it's like somebody just has to make the worst decision of their entire fucking lives for no logical reason at all. It's like, as long as he doesn't throw a tire iron through this glass window, everything's gonna be fine. And you just see them pulling for reaching for the tire iron. You're like, what are you doing? Like, why would you do that? It's like, nope, we're just gonna decide to kill 5 people for no reason whatsoever.
Yep.
And it's not like an emotional decision. Like, I get when, like, somebody's mad at somebody else and they overreact to something. It's like, I can believe a lot of that, but because I've seen people fly off the handle. I don't see what, to this point in the show, has been a very logical, intelligent person make a decision that is, like, in the moment. Like, it's supposed to be, like, minor foreshadowing. I go, oh, you're all going to die. Like, instantly, you're all going to die. I know. And it's like, why would you do that? There's no reason or benefit into this decision. And so, as soon as that happened, I was like, it took me completely out of the show, and I was like, God damn it. I was actually contemplating not watching any more of the show. I was like, I guess I'll sit through it since I only have like 2 episodes left.
Yep. Well, sorry it wasn't the best show you've ever seen.
No, I know. I just figured you would agree, but again, not really care.
Well, you nailed that one.
How's your guys' week been?
It's been really good, actually. I've had a really chill week. It's nearing the end of the school year. Everything's kind of downhill slope. It's been good.
I'm sorry. As soon you opened it perfectly, as soon as you said it's Ben, I just jumped straight into Bare Naked
One
Ladies.
week, yeah.
And I literally couldn't stop hearing it over the sound of your voice.
I don't know why I said exactly the correct
week.
tenor.
I said week, and you led right into it and just
I said I don't know how it was exactly. Yeah, I hit it precisely. I don't know why I hit the tenor precisely. Maybe this is subconscious. Gotta love you some BNL though. BNL's where it's at.
Yeah, they have like a song and a half.
Yeah, the one of my favorite like running jokes in any sitcom is how everybody on the cast of Parks and Rec loves Bare Naked Ladies, except for the one guy who's not from the town. He doesn't understand why everybody in Pawnee loves Bare Naked Ladies.
I don't understand. I don't remember that at all.
Oh, you don't remember that joke? Oh,
no.
It's a really good joke. I
remember Little Sebastian. I don't remember Bare Naked Ladies.
Yeah, yeah. There's a whole.
Are they from Pawnee or something?
No,
or
just people. Everyone in Pawnee just loves Bare Naked Ladies, and so they call it BNL. He's like, we're calling it BNL. People call it that.
Maybe I just didn't make the connection, and like for the rest of the show or something, they said BNL. I was like, what are they talking about?
Yeah. I don't know if it runs like throughout the entire series. Like,
yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't sound familiar.
I don't think it runs. It's not nearly as powerful as Little Sebastian, right? But it's. Leslie Knope says, "I love Bare Naked Ladies. They're my favorite band." In another scene, a long time later, Ron is listening to Bare Naked Ladies on the radio, like when a scene starts. Like, there's a running gag throughout the whole show is that Bare Naked Ladies is like the pinnacle of like pop achievement according to Pawnee citizens.
That one missed me, I guess. I know somebody who like vehemently hates Bare Naked Ladies because they did the intro to Big Bang, and he hates Big Bang so much that he now hates the band. I'm like, what? That's weird.
That's guilty by
like
association.
He has a vendetta. Like he tells other people they shouldn't listen to them. I'm like, dude, you need to chill.
Yeah.
I respect that you dislike Big Bang Theory, but come on.
Yeah.
I think everyone's been very lethargic this week.
Yeah.
After getting back from DEFCON, everyone's been pretty wiped out.
Yeah, I have. I had a really hard time getting up today. Yeah, I just didn't want to. I didn't want to start the day.
I've been playing catch up ever since we got back, trying to get everything in order. We have 10 days before the melee, right? Something like that.
25th, so 16 days, close to 10.
Oh, it's not next week. It's the week after.
Yeah.
Oh, I have a lot more time than I thought I did. Nice. Never mind. I can procrastinate now. I'll do everything next week.
Aaron,
Anybody else ever do that?
Oh, go ahead.
You find out you have more time, and so it just means you do nothing for that amount of time until you're exactly in the same situation you were in. Like, fuck. Adepticon's not for 3 weeks. I could not paint this week, and then you're back right where you started.
No, it does not describe my life. I'm sorry.
Okay. Parker, go ahead.
Aaron, I had a Pregunta for you. Are you running the team tournament or playing in the team tournament or both?
As it currently stands, the answer is both.
Okay.
I would love to have another player, so I don't quote unquote have to play. But right now there's a perfect 18 with me, so that means I'm in.
Okay. The reason I ask is, speaking of the amount of time we have before the tourney, I was messaging someone who is not Jake, a fan of the podcast, Jake. I was messaging somebody else named Jake, and it wasn't even the other Jake that we know. I had been Discord messaging, literally on the way back from Adepticon, Brandon, when you went in the gas station for the bathroom or something. I was like, hey, Jake, just letting you know, it's great to see you. Let me know when you want to talk about models for the upcoming team tournament. And I sent it to him, and a couple days go by, and I go, man, it's not like him. I go, hey, Jake, is everything okay? Send it to him, and it's and a couple days go by, and I'm like, hey, I hope everything's all right, buddy. Just checking in, because Jake, on the fan of a podcast, Jake, he is super punctual guy, always great communication. And so my first thought was, oh no, something's gone, something's happened to him.
I'm confused. Which Jake are you talking about now? You're not talking about local Jake.
I'm talking about yet a third Jake. Yeah. I have been messaging
but not Painter Jake.
No, not Painter Jake.
Okay.
Not local Jake. Yet a third Jake. I have been messaging
I was saying, because one of these people is very bad at responding to messages.
Yeah, This is an ancient Jake from college, and I'm guessing he lost my number because he's just thinking I'm trolling him or something. Yeah. Like I'm somebody from China trying to sell him Bitcoin. Yeah. But
do you have a property you'd like to sell?
Yeah, exactly. I'm assuming that's why he ghosted me. But finally, Jake messages me 2 days ago. He's like, "Hey, you said you wanted models, but I would probably need to get on that." I was like, "Yeah, are you okay?" He's like, "What?" Then I look just up, right? Look at the text chain that he sent me, and I was like, "Where'd all my messages go?" So yeah. So at any rate, that's a very long way of saying that I'm an idiot. He's going to try really hard because he's amazing. Shout out to you, Jake, if you're listening to this. You are awesome. But I might need to borrow a Saiyan. Aaron, if you're willing to let me borrow a Saiyan, that might be useful. I might need to borrow one.
I would have to first not be playing my Saiyan.
Okay.
What is this Saiyan?
I'm not playing my Saiyan, so.
I was about to say that. I know that she's on the lower priority for most people, but I am excited to try her.
Oh, she's the fire mage, right?
No, she's the elf soul gazer who messes with people who have souls. She can knock off souls, and she does more damage to people if they have a soul on them. She's like a counter harvester, if that makes sense. Her whole kit's about hurting other harvesters.
She's Cassidon.
Yeah, kind of, yeah.
Anti-mage, melee mage.
Yeah.
Perfect class. Unstoppable.
Yeah. I am I was inspired by one of your Judgment podcasts, Aaron. For the team tournament, I'm going to play all elves. There's only 6 elves, so it'll be all elves and Isabel in Ista. So
I'd love to know what I could have possibly said, or anyone else on our podcast that inspired you.
You guys are asking Josh about his all dwarf list, and you're just spitballing other kind of all lists. He asked you if you ever tried all orcs, and you said yeah. You said what you felt about it, and then somebody said, "Does anyone have tried all elves?" And it was like, "No, nobody has." And then Josh said, "I wondered how it would be in Ista since they have lower health, and it's really bad to come back to life as an elf with 8 health. But what if you came back to life with full health?" And a lot of elves happen to be Ista. So you could get some more benefits that way. And so I'm going to try that.
Cool. Okay.
Also, I've never played Ista before, and I might enjoy it. After playing a lot more Judgment in the past like month and a half, and never once ever having tried Ista, I think I might like it, so I'm gonna try it.
Cool. I hope you do.
Very cool.
I'm gonna bore Aaron for a moment, but Black Clover was just so hard to watch. I couldn't.
I told you.
I just like
it's like 5 times better than One Piece too. One Piece is so much worse.
I can't. I was just like, after a while, I was like, man, this is just brutal. So
you can honestly just like skip the first season.
I might just read a plot synopsis and just go to another season.
I don't know that you need to do that.
Oh,
like you can just skip. It's not quite like the Attack of the Clones or the Clone Wars or whatever it's called. That one where it's literally the first show was written for kids.
Yeah,
they completely reinvented it in season 2. But I watched it on Crunchyroll, and the way they have it sorted on Crunchyroll, it doesn't tell you where the season breaks are. So I'm kind of guessing where the season breaks are. So there's 170 or so episodes.
Yeah, it's like 127. Yeah, but yeah, I saw it.
I think it's 100.
Is it more than that? Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I have them backwards.
I could be wrong, but I think every time I go to it, says episode 170. Would you like to watch again? Because I'm checking to see if the new stuff's out yet. But I want to say like the first 30 episodes are basically just throwaway. It's really just introducing the character and their motivations, which is just repeatedly yelled at you in every scene.
Yeah.
Because the guy's like, I'll never give up. You're like, yeah, I get it. Then 3 seconds later, he screams it at you again. You're like, I get it. Anyway. But the actual like villains, once you actually start getting the reoccurring villains, the show actually gets much more interesting. Because like there's actually shit going on.
Right.
Where are you at? Like, what's basically happened? Did you watch like 5 episodes? 10,
dude, I'm not gonna lie when I say I could not tell you. It's blurred together. I've had it on like, okay, so when I'm watching anything
did he join a club yet?
I think so. Yeah.
He joined a group of people.
Yeah.
Okay. Did they introduce a girl yet that he like is not friends with?
No, I don't remember that. So maybe...
Okay, so you're very early on.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, if you skip stuff, you just won't know people's backstories. Is basically the only difference. And some of it is relevant later. Like, there's a guy who's like shunned by his family, and if you don't know that, when stuff happens later, you're like, "Why is this brother such a dick?" Like, well, it's because they hate each other or whatever. But anyway, so I have an announcement to make. I am once again caught up with One Piece on the English dub episodes.
Nice.
And I'm finally at the point where the show's watchable, although even though like the recent episodes have been good, I'm still like skipping parts of episodes because I'm like, I cannot watch this pandering to waste 3 minutes any longer, and so I'm like skipping ahead because it's like, they're foreshadowing this thing's gonna happen, and then the thing starts happening, and everybody starts panicking that the thing's happening. It's like, yeah, I get it. Like I'm not 5, I understand what's happening, and
right.
Like, they're in danger, and it's just they keep just looping the same frames over and over again. I'm like, oh my god, I just can't do it.
My news was, so I was saying that I couldn't watch. I just can't. When I sat down one day, I was like, I want to watch something. I don't want to have it like in the background, and I just can't watch Black Clover. I typed in something. I was like, you know what show type I have not watched in 25 years is a Gundam show.
Oh,
and I was
God,
like, I know I can't watch like the old school Gundams. I watched the last episode of Gundam Wing one day just because I wanted to be like, I remember the end was my favorite part of Gundam Wing. And so I watched the last episode and I was like, wow, I was easily impressed when I was younger because this is terrible. So I just typed in the internet. Internet, save me. Because there've been like 18 Gundam series since I stopped watching. I was like, so what is the best Gundam series? And a lot of people agreed on Iron-Blooded Orphans. And so I clicked on it, and episode 1 hooked me fucking hard. And I am now really enjoying it. I'm only on episode 3 now, but it's actually not bad. And
I think I quit watching on episode 5.
Oh, okay. So
I couldn't make it through.
You tried it as well? Okay.
I did try it. The animation's actually not bad.
Yeah.
But it just got to the same old bullshit of like the trying to create drama by making silence. And it's like, that's not tension, it's just slow dialogue. and so I just couldn't watch it. And then it got to the political stuff. I'm like, yeah, so I get this is like space Iraq, and like it's supposed to be intriguing or what, but like, dude, this is not translating well to current economic situation.
That sucks, because one of the things that I recognized immediately is the first episode. I was like, okay, brooding, quiet, aloof protagonist. Gundam check 1.
Yeah, I'll kill you.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Giant chip on your shoulder, young protagonist like support cast. Like check Gundam 2. Blonde-haired, super like hyper political young woman for some reason. Like, why is this 15-year-old woman being treated like a head of state? Check.
Yeah.
Gundam check 3. And I was like, and so while I was watching, I was like, these are all the things I love about Gundam. This makes me happy. It's kind of fun because it
maybe
feels,
you'll like it more.
Yeah, because it feels, it's at least so far, it feels so much better than Wing, right? It looks so much better. It feels so much better. So because it's just a little more modern, but the tropes are all there, and it made me kind of happy. I was like, oh, this is fun. This is like watching it.
That's actually why I liked Wing, because it wasn't like the other Gundams, because I just don't like the other Gundam format.
Well, Wing had all those things too, but Wing was cool. I think Wing was
but they
cool
weren't
because
like
of
the
our
main
age.
part of it. It was more of setting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure I couldn't go back and watch Wing now. I'm sure it wouldn't be. The same.
I saw a wonderful meme the other day. I didn't send it to you because I'm tired of you just saying you've seen all the memes. It was have you ever seen the tall goose, Gunpla?
The tall goose.
So it's tall geese is the famous.
Is it just a goose?
So he took the tall geese and he just rearranged all the things until it looks like a goose. And I almost peed my pants laughing. I was like, this is so good. He's like, because so first it had the picture, the guy like sitting on his desk, the tall geese rearranged to look like a goose, and then underneath that was the picture of the tech guy who goes, no one can handle its power, because they're telling the Zex Marquis, like, no one can pilot this. It's too out of control. it just looks like a goose. I don't know why it got me, but it got me real good. I assumed you'd seen it because you've seen all things.
I have not seen that.
Okay, let's see if I can find the tall goose.
I don't want to see it. It does not sound funny.
I found it instantly.
I'm glad you found it.
No, okay. So they doesn't have the meme underneath it. This is just. Here we go. Here we go.
I'm so excited.
It's important.
This is great content.
It's important that you know.
I assumed you were going to say how you tried to watch Black Clover, but then after watching good shows like JJK or Solo Leveling, you're like, how could anyone go back to these terrible shows?
It's 100% true. I'm literally just watching this show because I'm waiting for one of the 7 other better shows I've seen recently to make a new season. I caught up and finished the season 2 of Solo Leveling is done in Japanese, and so I watched that, and it was very satisfying. I'm excited for you to see.
I think there's 1 or 2 episodes I haven't seen because they're not dubbed yet.
Yeah. I'm excited to know what you feel about it. It was just satisfying. Very good. Fun to watch. But after shows like that one and Freerun, I might rewatch Freerun.
99% sure I know what happens in the next episode. Like, I knew it was going to happen before, like, he turns around. I'm like, oh, okay. That's what's happening now. And so I assume that's what's going to happen. But I was thinking about it the whole time when he was like, why doesn't he just do this? And it was like, but apparently I'm a monster, so.
Do what? You can tell me because I've seen him.
Well, but the listeners might not have seen it.
Oh, okay. Oh,
There's people that listen to this, by the way.
That's true.
That's why I'm intentionally being vague.
Okay, gotcha.
I didn't think Aaron was going to watch Solo Leveling. Don't worry.
Okay. Off of anime for a second.
How dare you?
I want you to know the dam broke, Aaron, and I have now built so many War Machine lists, because that's now what I'm spending. Like any spare moment I have is I'm just making War Machine lists on my app, and because the free version only lets you make 6, I'm just making them and deleting them and making them and deleting them.
That sounds very you.
and so, uh, so I wanted to know what you guys thought. When does a game of War Machine happen now? Like, I don't even need to know, like, where Matt's. I guess I think I still have all my, like, 2D terrain
So,
still. Like,
if you still have terrain, please bring it to the store and give it to
Okay,
me, so
okay.
I will have it, and then we can do stuff. Because I threw away or sold all of my stuff.
Oh, really?
I think I still have a small, like a very small amount, and some like zones and stuff. But
Okay.
Max says he still has some terrain. Justin still said he still has some terrain, and I gave the store's terrain to Aaron, and so hopefully Aaron will bring that back as well, and then we'll have enough to play with. And then I need to track down some mats. But mainly the thing I think we need at least somebody to do now is to read through the scenario packet and figure out how the scenarios work now and tell us how to set them up and how to play it.
Oh, that's right. It's in here now, right? It's in the app, right?
I believe it is.
Yeah, I think
just
it
haven't
is.
had time.
Yeah, Steamroller. It's right here.
I'm busy wasting hours of my time fucking getting a quote for Kenny that's totally incorrect because he gave me bad information.
This is not
Thanks,
the Kenny
Kenny.
Bitch session. This is the Gush on a War Machine session.
Oh, this is the Kenny Bitch session.
This is not. It's not. Another funny thing.
Aaron.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, Aaron, how many War Machine lists have you built
in the past year? 0.
Damn it.
I'm actually having a fun time. You'd be happy to know I haven't built any lists with new models yet. I know that's going to happen eventually, but I'm not gonna.
I mean, you can build as many new lists. I'm not playing as any new models for a while, at least.
Yeah.
As I've been telling everyone, it's funny how many times we'll be talking about it at the store, and somebody walk by, he's like, "Are you talking about War Machine?" Then we'd have to start the whole conversation over again, and it always gets back to it's like, well, nobody trusted PP towards the end because they just kept trying to ruin the game with every decision they made,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was like, well. Yeah, and then Steamforge doesn't exactly have a solid gold track record of treating the community well. So it's like there needs to be a lot of trust built up before anybody's buying new models. But a lot of people are excited to at least give it a try.
I'm glad to hear that. I am very excited to roll 2 dice again. I thought the other day I was building lists, of course, as I do, just over and over and over again. And I was thinking, oh man, this won't work at all because, and I said something to myself. I was like, it's a small base, and front to back, it's going to give you more distance if it's a medium base. And I went, wait a minute.
Oh my God.
No, it doesn't. I've been playing all these other bullshit skirmish games for so many years. I have forgotten what movement works and how threat ranges work. It's just counting up. That kind of shit is literally something that I had to think out. I had to think to myself, oh yeah, I'm not using the model's base anymore.
God forbid you know if your model's in charge range of another model.
Exactly.
God forbid. The world might come to a screeching halt if somebody knew if they could double move and attack.
Yeah, and when I thought of that, I thought of templates, and I was like, oh, I get to use templates.
Yeah.
All those awesome templates we made.
Don't get to use templates.
What?
Did you read the rules?
No, like the not the widgets.
Spray?
That's what I mean. The widgets.
Oh, you mean the widgets?
Not the AOE templates. The widgets.
Gotcha.
All the things we made so you can just, I want to know how far away this is from the base. You just put it on the edge of the base. Now you know. Proxies. Oh, proxies.
Proxy bases.
Fucking proxies. I'm just so excited to use a proxy base again.
Mm-hmm.
It's so fucking weird, right? Remember you made those. You were the ones who made those awesome, like, you could put
steppers.
Yeah, the steppers. Those were so fucking cool. Like,
I sat in a room with Nigel, like in person, for like an hour trying to convince him that it was a good idea. And he was like, I don't know, that sounds really dumb. I'm like, no, trust me, it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
And then like he drew it up on his computer and printed some out. I'm like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. And then he's like, that's really stupid. And then like a week later, he's like, okay, so like other people seem to want these too.
Yeah. Because they solve the problem of geometry around a corner. Like, it's almost impossible to do with a tape measure. It was such a great idea. That kind of shit. I'm so excited for that kind of stuff. I'm so excited for that kind of stuff. I am hand waving all the things that have changed between the game I used to know and the game that's happening now. Anything that's going to be new, I'm just fine with. Fine. I'm fine with that. I get to move models again. I get to I get to shoot War Machine models again. Like,
I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about unit movement. We'll see. It's definitely going to take some adjusting.
Yeah. And I'm willing. And what I keep telling myself when I feel that kind of thing is I'm going to go. This is a new game. It just has a lot of the same elements that I used to appreciate. And so if you told me that there's a new game called
Machine War.
Machine War, and this game had this rule set, and I recognized a lot of it from War Machine, I would go, oh, I probably like this game. It's not exactly War Machine, but I'll probably like it because I recognize so many things about War Machine that I appreciated. So,
no, I think the thing that really upsets me more than anything is inconsistent game design. For example, like, let me find a good example in MCP because that's the one I think a lot of people listen play. I'd say like Logan versus original Wolverine before he got buffed is a great example. They effectively are in all the same factions, and they have the same alter ego, and one is just clearly miles better than the other.
Mm-hmm.
And like better design, more better impact in the game, more consistent, like everything, like higher potential, lower floor, or higher floor, like just straight better, right? Straight better. I find that incredibly infuriating because you're basically just invalidating the models that people started the game playing with.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not just power creep, it's like complete invalidation.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, don't play that anymore. It's pointless. Play this new thing. I really hate that. And so in War Machine, that was happening constantly towards the end.
Yeah.
Every single new thing just invalidated everything else about the game. And so when we were looking at the War Room app, and I saw, or I guess it's called War Machine now, and I saw that they had basically removed all the power creep stuff at the end of Mark III from the game.
Mm-hmm.
That is really what gave me the green light to look at playing it again.
Mm-hmm.
Because before it was like, okay, well, even if I wanted to get back into the game isn't what I remember. It's all these new weird ass fucking, like, you have to play these Archon angel things and like these weird big buildings that summon units, and it was like, this is not anything close to the game I played. Mm-hmm. And so like that kind of stuff really upset me.
It's funny you mentioned that. When I opened up all my boxes to look at the models just to see, I was like, how much, do I have full FA of some of these things?
Yeah.
I found 4 Archons, and I was like, when the fuck did I get these? I don't think I ever played them. I think I bought them like for power creep purposes, like in the last 3 months that I played, and I never put them on the table. I could not tell you what their names are, what they do. Like, I know nothing about them, but I just found them fully painted, and I'm like, God damn it.
Which means you probably paid money to get them painted.
Oh, absolutely. I paid money to buy them and then paid money to get them
painted. Wait, which ones are they?
There are 2 of the Menoth ones. Again, I don't know.
Okay.
And then 2 more of they were with the Crix models. So I think there's the one that Crix going to use. I think.
See, I wonder if, like, because I know you got James's models. I wonder if he had them.
Oh no, sorry, not. Did I say Menoth? I meant Morrow.
Yeah.
The Morrowind ones.
Morrow.
So it's 2 of the ones that Signar use, and I think 2 of the ones that were like Crix could use. I think.
But, Aaron, which army are you likely to try if you are to try Mark IV?
Legion.
Legion. Which caster are you excited to try?
Don't know. Would have to see which ones are even available.
It's Callus 2, Veil 2.
No, I don't think Veil was one of them.
3. It might not have been Veil. Lilith 3, Thagrosh 2.
The X2 Callus 2 are pretty fire.
I bought into Legion because of Callus 2, so I need a unit of those Dragon Ogre guys, the super heavy cav, like Centaur guys. I need those because I thought they looked fucking cool.
Yep. So the 8 are Absolonia 2.
Yep.
Animag, Callus 2, Thagrosh 2. Pardon, I gotta switch to the other.
And then the other one is, I think, 2 Liliths. I think it's Lilith 2 and Lilith 3.
Yeah, Lilith.
Might be Lilith 1. Definitely Lilith 3 and then another Lilith.
Yeah, it's Lilith. This is 1. Yeah, Lilith 1, Lilith 3, Veil 1, and Krissa.
And I think she was the battle box caster.
Yeah, she was like the
Mark
second.
3.
Yeah. One of the things I liked about it is, for example, you want to talk about things you just liked when you're looking at the lists. I like that they took off the the tax units, like how you started every force with this model because it was by far the best thing. It just went automatically in every list, right?
Oh, yeah. I need Nis Hunters because they're my best infantry unit.
Right. You're just like, you just put them. You're just like, start list, tax these. Sometimes 20 plus points worth of super attachments and super models that you just never ever didn't take because you were dumb not to. So a lot of those are available, but only for one of the affiliations, or just not available at all. So,
well, that also tended to be more true once Steam Forces became prevalent because you were literally forced to. It's like, well, you have to spend your points, and the best thing that you're allowed to spend points on is this. And that's really what I hate about Theme Forces, because you just had no individuality of your lists. Like, well, I'm playing Khador, there's only 2 lists, and if I pick option A, this is 60 points of predetermined, because there's no other way to play this Theme Force.
right.
And then if I pick this list, it's 75 points of predetermined, because there's only enough units to fill the points one way. Well, I was like, this is fucking dumb.
Well, I can tell you, after list building times 12 this week, there's lots of options. It feels like there's lots of options in these.
It's definitely less than it used to be, because there's they cut like half the armies out.
Sure,
like
less than it used to be.
But yeah, absolutely. It's certainly more open than it was in Theme Forces. Mm-hmm. But like, Khador lost Doom Reavers, they lost Tourney and Cav, they lost a bunch of stuff, and it's just gone. They just don't have access to it anymore.
Gun Mages just don't exist in Signar.
Iron Fangs, yeah, exactly. And so I think it was because they didn't really have a theme force. Mm-hmm. But yeah, because a lot of people that still played the game at the point they rebooted it didn't own those models because they were like already shelved.
Aaron, I had a question for you related to War Machine.
Okay.
What other factions do you have besides Legion? I know you have a big Legion collection.
Mm-hmm. I have Legion, Trolls, and Minions.
Trolls. Interesting. Mm-hmm. I didn't know
that. I knew he had Trolls. You should have no War Machine factions. It's all hordes.
Yeah. Why would I paint fucking robots if I can paint beasts?
Beasts are cool. I like beasts.
And see, I'm exactly the opposite. I wanted Steam robots. That's what I wanted, and so I only have Steam robots. But that is.
I wanted big, giant, heavy robots, so I got Khador.
Mm-hmm. I did not realize how many fucking juggernauts I have. I think I have 7.
I don't have 7, but that was because they basically made it illegal to have 7.
Yeah, I think I might have 7 though, because I just over time, luck and pluck, just.
I think I had a bunch that I converted to destroyers because it was like literally impossible, because they upped the points on jugs, so you can only take like 6, I think, for a while, and so I ripped arms off and swapped them out. I have 4 painted juggernauts.
Aaron, is all your hordes rather painted?
They are.
Wow. I know you had a pretty extensive Legion collection. Is the Trolls like most of the Trolls, or is it just part of the Trolls you were excited to play?
For all 3 of them, they're full FA.
Wow.
I in fact only bought Trolls because they were super clearance at our local shop, like digging through the bargain bin, like put together units. And then I took them with me overseas, and they were my painting project while I was deployed. So while I was deployed for 9 months, I painted full FA of Trolls.
Very cool.
That is super cool.
So they'll never get sold, just for those memories. Mm-hmm. Even though I played with them by far the least of anything.
The only affiliations I don't have now that I did actually play, and I don't know how I got rid of my Legion. I had a Legion list, 2 Legion lists that I built exactly like to whatever it was, 50 or 75 points. I can't remember what it was at the time. But I remember I built 2 lists precisely that I really wanted to play, and I loved playing those 2 as a tournament pair. And I don't know what happened to them. And then I also had 2 Trollbuds lists. I don't know what happened to those either. Like, it's really bizarre how I can't remember when I sold them or how I sold them. They were unpainted though. But yeah, I remember I liked Grim Angus, so I was a list for him. I liked Madrak 2, and I had a list for him. And I loved Bethane. Bethane for Legions was so much fun. I love the all magic list. It was all the Hex guys with Bethane. Man, I love that list so much. And the second one was Absalonia, and I think it was Abby 1 because she had Resourceful, my favorite ability in the game. Abby 1 was a ton of fun too. What did you play the most of, Aaron, do you think?
Bethane was my first caster. I played her for like 6 months before I finally won a tournament with her, and then I got to play other stuff. I liked Rias a lot. I won some games with Thags 1 at the LCQ in late Mark 3. He was pretty fun. Those would be my most played casters, probably. I played it all alone.
Thagrush was like an assassination guy, right? Because he could like teleport, basically.
You could do that. That's how I ended up getting the victory. That was streamed and interesting. Otherwise, he did a good job of being a huge brick with a -2 to your strength bubble.
He also his feat was just bring back a heavy, right? It's just like it just comes back. Yeah.
Yep.
So many fond memories of that freaking game.
I'm trying to remember. I don't know if I have somebody that has like objectively the most games for me.
Couldn't it be Karchev or Butcher 3 just because of practice?
I didn't actually play Butcher 3 that much because I definitely played a lot of Karchev because I played Karchev in every phase. That's the thing. Like I played all 3 Butchers in like even amounts.
Mm-hmm.
And then, like, Karchev I played in every phase of my playing the game. Like, I played Karchev for over 10 years, because I just, every time I could, I'd get him on the table. I'd probably have the most games with Sorsha 2, because she's just, like, objectively the best tournament caster for all of Mark 2. I played a lot of Vlad 1, but that was all Mark 3. I played very little Vlad 1 in Mark 2. Yeah, it's probably Sorsha, one of the Butchers, and or Karchev for that. I played a lot of Doomy 2. Played a little bit of Krios 1. Played a lot.
Good.
Played a lot of Lucant and Axis as well.
I was shocked when I went over for D&D the other day. I was like, when I just noticed I'd forgotten that your War Machine models were just sitting there on that shelf, and I was
they weren't. No, they were only there that day.
Oh, really?
No, they were in the attic. I pulled them all down.
Oh, so when I was looking at them, I was like, I had no idea how much painted Menoth you had. I don't think I had ever seen you play them. I'm probably wrong, but I don't remember.
No, you probably didn't.
I didn't.
I only had those because I played them at, I think, Adepticon one year, and I didn't paint them. I think it was Jeremy Gregg, I think, painted those for me.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember who it was. But yeah.
Yeah, I was very impressed. Menoth was my least favorite thing to play against.
Against.
Which
is funny because Signar has like all the answers for their shit too.
Yes, yeah. I often. It's not that I felt like I was up the creek. I was just kind of like, ugh, this is going to be a slog, right? I felt like that was going to be a slog. You're not wrong. Signar often had the answer for them, but it was
Try doing it when you don't have magical guns and see-through bullshit.
Oh, I did that with Kador often. Just be like, oh look, Menoth. That.
Yeah. I always felt like Menoth and Kador were meant to play against each other, and then Crix and Signar were meant to play against each other. And then it was like, it's like Magic the Gathering where it's like enemy colors and ally colors, and then when you shift it, it gets weird. Because, like, well, I don't have answers to your bullshit, but my stats are better than yours, and so you get in these weird, like, can you outplay the numbers situations? Are you guys bringing your War Machine stuff tomorrow?
I am not. I doubt I'll be up.
Damn it.
I know I will not be up tomorrow. Sarah's got quilt stuff she's doing. She's excited.
Fine.
I will. Aaron, are you planning on doing Friday afternoon games?
On the fence.
Okay. I am planning on stopping by.
Okay.
I will be there, but I'll be working most of the time.
You're working on Friday?
We're doing like administrative stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, at this point, I'm excited to get War Machine stuff on the table. I have my bag in the car, so I should be able to play Kador. I basically just want to know if you go to try it and it feels bad, and I was like, okay, nope, this isn't gonna work, or if it's like exciting. If it's exciting, then I can go deeper, and if it's bad, then I can put everything away. Like, I'm just like, I need it to not be in state of flux.
I'm with you. I'm spending a lot of time building lists, and I haven't actually fucking tried it. So I'm gonna.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to.
It's a lot of
investment, right, to be let down. So
it's a lot of nostalgia powered excitement.
Yeah.
Yeah, Richard's looking at it as he's hoping that people jump in so that they'll buy new stuff because he would like to play new stuff. And then I'm hoping that, we can, rekindle some of like the lost love of the game. because I miss it. It was definitely my favorite game I've ever played, and it was sad the way it got fucking ruined.
I know Dave is super excited to see people buy new models because that's all he wants to do is buy new models.
Dude, Dave loves buying models more than anything.
Part of me, I've spent so much of our friendship, he and I's friendship, telling him, just don't buy that, Dave. Just don't do that.
Yeah, just stop buying that.
But part of me wants to be like, I know guys that go to things like Adepticon, and they're just like, and they just buy like one thing out of every fucking booth. They're just like models. Like, they're never planning on playing the games. They're just like, that model looks cool, so I'm going to buy that model and paint it. And so they just put it on their shelf. They just have this really cool collection. But I don't think that's what Dave
not
wants.
what Dave does.
Dave buys whole armies that are meant to be played as armies, and he just never gets past the point of buying
doesn't even open them. It just sits in a closet.
Oh, yeah. So we love you, Dave.
Dave needs to buy like Funko Pops if he's going to have his current buying habits.
Yeah.
And so he needs to just pick something. He doesn't say no to card games. He buys card games like they're going out of style. Like every time I talk to him, he's like, I just bought two boxes of this random game I've never played before. And he's like cracking boxes and looking up deck lists online. And it's like, dude, what are you doing? He's like, I don't know. I might find somebody else to play this game eventually. Like, that just immediately gets thrown in the shredder. Like, okay. He does have the best luck when it comes to pulling cards, though. Like, he will open
That's true.
double his value in everything he opens. Because then he has to immediately sell it online because nobody will play with him.
Yeah. That is true. He's not under for some things. For models, he is. But
yeah, for card games, he's probably okay. Like, it's not giant, deep hole of, like, wasted money. Because he does actually sell stuff that's worth money. Mm-hmm. But models, I imagine he's in a deep hole.
Yeah. I wonder if he sells them. I never actually asked.
I don't think he does. He still has his War Machine. I doubt he sells stuff. Yeah. He's like, I own FA of Infernals. I'm like, what?
That's right. He did
Why?
do that.
I was like, nobody even played the game when you bought those. They came out after everybody quit. He's like, yeah, I know. That's why I bought them. Like, everybody had already quit. That's my go. That's when I get into games.
It is true. When you tell him we're all getting into it, that's a turnoff for him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, Aaron. I don't know how much time we want to devote to this, but I'm going to ask you to give me the exciting skinny Path of Exile 2 update.
Oh.
What's your biggest, most exciting thing from the update that you're like, yes, this is a home run. I'm excited to play this game.
Quality of life changes to the end game.
Oh.
Like everything from how you progress through the end game mapping that they've done to the visuals. Like Burning Ground looks amazing, whereas it was just kind of like a pixelated ship before. So they're putting a lot of polish on the game now as they continue to develop the balance, if you will. That's the selling point of 0.2. Now, I would be remiss to say that there's a huge negative, which is they decided that the game was too easy, and so they made the campaign about twice as hard as it used to be.
Really?
Oh, I thought that was that was something you used to argue against exactly, right? You used to say you felt like it was a little turned. It turned off. It could turn off players.
Yeah. So they're not doing themselves any favors in trying to get new players in, and it's interesting because their philosophy is they want you to get more and more powerful as you play, right? So you can kind of at the end, be this awesome Amazonian huntress or super tank warrior, whatever you want to be. You get to be that at the end, not at the beginning. Mm-hmm. So your player progresses, and I think that's fine. But it's like they haven't just played through the campaign themselves 20 times because it is problematic for reasons I won't spend 10 minutes going into right now. But
for me, as someone who's only played in the beta too, and I was annoyed by a boss where it's like I'm easily walking through these minions with no trouble. I don't take any damage, and like I'm not even paying attention when I walk through like hordes of mobs.
Yep.
Then you get to the boss, and you're like, it's insurmountably difficult, and you're like, okay, like I just don't have the stats I need to kill this guy because the fight's taking way longer than it's supposed to because I don't have the damage I need. And it was like, okay, but like I had no way to know that, and I just did 45-minute like map quests to find the boss. And so I basically wasted an hour of my life, and now I have no way to know if I'm strong enough to beat him or not. I have to go try over and over and over again.
Yep. I spent 3.5
Like, that-
hours on the Act
that
2
was
boss
annoying.
this campaign through. That was actual just sitting at my computer trying to figure out. And it's kind of fine because a lot of it is mechanics. Like I just couldn't live through not avoiding like either their one-shot mechanic or several of the non-one-shots but do damage, right? Then I have health pots, but by the time they've got like 20% left and I'm out of health pots because I took just enough hits and I couldn't finish them off. So that's telling me, okay, I can do this, but I have to get better. As opposed to just the absolute brick wall of there's nothing I'm going to do. So I actually went and I leveled 5 times before I went back and fought them. So that 3.5 hours was including me being like, because I didn't actually get them to 20%. It was like 60. I was like, yeah, this is not happening. 60 is a no-go. But if I can get them to 20, then I can get them to 0. So I had to go back and level.
Yeah, because like if you're just doing the infinite dodge stuff, you're like, well, there's a chance I could just dodge better and make it. But then because your damage is underpowered, then you're having to dodge twice as many attacks as you're supposed to actually have to dodge. So, yeah. I didn't dislike the mechanics. I'd probably still be playing it if I had more time.
And I pushed through the campaign to get to the end game, which is where I'm going to spend, 98% of my time. And I'm very, very, very happy with the changes they made there. So we'll see where they go, as a company. But I'm not displeased with 0.2.
The new class is the Huntress, right? You mentioned that?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Interesting. Right now, I have so many other games that I'm excited to play. I'm loving the other games I'm playing. But I have a feeling that whenever Druid drops, so I'm telling myself, when Druid drops, I'm going to stop what I'm doing in other games, and I'm going to try this game again and just dive into Druid. And really, I'm excited to do that. I'm just that's the one thing I'm doing with Path of Exile is I'm just listening. I wish I could have like a Google alert for Path of Exile Druid release because I just want to know when that happens.
Just ask, I'll tell you.
Okay,
I'll be your Google alert.
Awesome. And it's absolutely nothing against the game. I really liked it, but I'm so excited for some games that just came out. So,
do people actually use Google Alert?
I think they do. I've never done it. It was a
joke.
I've
never done it either, but I've heard people like say they do it. I'm like, that's weird. I don't know. I guess I find that anytime there's news, I feel like I should know. I tend to find out pretty quickly, but maybe that's due to my unique like life situation because like I work in a game store, so nothing tends to go over my head. Like somebody will always be talking about it in passing. That's where most people I think work somewhere where their hobbies are not a common knowledge thing. So, like, if there's a new movie coming out, I will fucking know about it. If there's a new video game coming out, I'll fucking know about it. So, that probably doesn't happen if you work at, like, I don't know, Radio Shack. Because nobody else works there. Are you guys ready for Mojo World?
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
You excited? Everybody very, very excited.
Oh. I'm, after the, like, shellacking I got last time, I'm excited to try again. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Here, let me unvote for you real quick. Okay, so it was... I got 21 votes. Aaron got a very respectable 14 votes. Parker got a vote from, let me check.
It was the vote you have to put in. I got 0 votes.
No, I unvoted for you.
Oh.
Someone I'm not familiar with their logo, and because I'm streaming, I can't see their name. So, yeah. I assumed it was you. That's why I wanted to check to make sure it wasn't just you voting for yourself.
Nope, it wasn't me. Okay. I'm glad somebody... So to be fair,
as soon as you said Lucy, I'm like rip, like that guy's never getting a vote.
To be fair, I like the movies that I picked, and a lot of the movies I could have picked, you guys just happened to get. Like I lost the draft, really, is what I lost.
Yeah, no, exactly. This is one it's Morgan Freeman. Like there's like 3 really good ones, and if you just miss them, you're fucked.
So I didn't get the ones that would have been my first choices, but I got ones that I still liked. I stand by my choices as ones that I enjoy, but didn't. This time we're gonna try again. I think this is gonna work this time.
Yeah. Okay, so this week on Mojo World, we're ranking soda flavors. So just so everyone understands, because we had to talk about this beforehand, you're naming a brand and a flavor. And so like if you're choosing cola, you have to say Pepsi, Coke, whatever, RC, whatever. And then you can't pick subcategories of the same soda. So like you can't go like Diet Dr. Pepper. Somebody's already said Dr. Pepper, but you could say like Code Red Mountain Dew versus regular Mountain Dew, for example. because it's actually a different flavor. It's not a different style of the same flavor. Okay. Parker, you got the fewest votes. You get to go first.
Okay. I'm going to go with my most indulgent drink. I love this drink. A&W root beer.
All right. A&W root beer. Aaron, you are next, sir.
The one, the only pepper of Doctors.
I'm going to write that down, so it's not going to count as Dr. Pepper, though. All right, good choice.
I disagree.
All right.
But we can agree to disagree.
No, I mean, he's right. Dr. Pepper should be the number one taken draft. There's a reason it's in every fountain machine, even though it's a specific brand to its own.
I don't appreciate it, but
that's fine. I don't drink it a lot myself. But I really appreciate fountain Dr. Pepper, but out of a can or a bottle, it's just too syrupy for me. It needs to be cut a little bit. So I'm going to go with the obvious greatest soda flavor ever, Barks Root Beer. I'm drinking it right now. See, I got a can of it right here. And then I'm going to go with Classic Coke. All right, come back from that. I got the best two going last.
Well, we knew that I was going to pick fucking weird ones, right? We knew this was
I
going
knew
to happen.
that. I'm waiting for both of the ginger ale flavors you're going to pick now.
I'm not picking two ginger ale flavors. But
you are.
Go ahead, Aaron.
You say that now.
I just need to reverse my order, but Pib Extra is going to be number 2. Should have been number 1.
Bastard.
Pib?
Oh, Pib Extra is legit. Have you not had
God
Pib
damn
Extra?
it, Parker.
I don't think so.
Will you stop insulting me and the rest of America with your incredulity?
I probably should have said Pib Extra instead of Coke. It is the best spicy cherry cola that you will ever have.
I like to yell at Brandon, but he's right.
Mr. Pibb?
No, Pib Extra. It's different.
Mr. Pibb is the original, right?
Mr. Pibb's the original.
I cannot tell you when I've ever had Mr. Pibb.
It's so much better than Dr. Pepper.
It may be never.
It's so much better.
Oh, cool.
It's amazing that no one knows that, because I guess I haven't seen Pib Extra outside of a 20-ounce bottle in 10 years. I don't know why they're just fucking up in the distribution channel. I don't know what they're doing.
Oh, I've seen this can before. Pib Extra.
It's very good. You should. I will actually get some for D&D, and you'll know.
What's the extra?
Caffeine.
Extra love, extra flavor. You don't ask. Don't ask stupid fucking questions, Parker.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's caffeine. It is 100% caffeine. It is the Mountain Dew of the dark colas.
Okay.
Will get you going.
So that's why I haven't had it. Continue.
They're probably because you die.
Okay.
You're a little baby boy.
Yeah. So it's my turn, right?
All right. Yep. You can pick your club soda now.
Yep. Canada Dry Ginger Ale, buddy. I love it. And my last one, I'm going to go with one. This was my favorite drink as a kid. I drank this nonstop for age 5 to 15. Diet Cherry 7-Up. Huge fan of Cherry 7-Up. I like the Diet Cherry 7-Up.
I'll give you points for 7-Up because Sprite is gross, but
yeah, I never had Sprite.
Diet? Ugh.
So the reason why I don't like cherry, really thick cherry syrup, but I do like crappy imitation cherry flavor. I like that, and so
I can understand that.
Yeah, Diet Cherry 7-Up has this.
It's wrong, but you're fine.
Diet Cherry 7-Up has this real tart to it that I liked a lot.
Okay. Yeah, it's the aspartame.
Yeah, I can't eat it anymore. I can't have it, but I miss it.
You had too much. You flew too close to the sun.
It might be, or maybe I was always. Maybe it's why I was.
maybe your mouth going numb was why you liked it.
Yeah. Maybe.
I thought everyone's mouth went numb when they ate carrots. That's just a side effect of carrots.
It's just one of those things.
You're definitely allergic.
Yeah, who knows how much I was poisoning myself my entire life with aspartame, but probably a lot.
Okay, Aaron, final pick, sir.
Fanta.
There's 80 different Fantas.
Yeah, you got to pick one. Orange Fanta?
There's only one, you cock fucks.
Is it orange?
Of course.
Strawberry?
Okay.
God bless it.
Lemon Fanta. Actually, that's true. I don't even know if Fanta's named after the color or the fruit. Do they have red Fanta or is it strawberry Fanta? I don't know. Okay. I guess nobody knows.
It's
I
just
don't know what
orange.
you're talking about.
He's just orange. Okay. Let's see. We got some good ones here. I'm going to take it home. Are you guys ready for me to break the bank and clean sweep this?
Mm-hmm.
Grape Crush.
Okay.
No? Nobody? Oh my god, you guys are so crazy. With the small exception of I should have taken Pib Extra, that I recognize that was my mistake. I think I got a good list.
I'm really surprised you didn't say the Mountain Dew that you like so much.
Oh, Baja Blast?
Yeah.
It's good, but it's these. All three of these are better.
Okay.
So is Pib Extra. But I would say Baja Blast is definitely better than Dr. Pepper. Alrighty, we did it. This is going to set some people off, I bet.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of people.
As opposed to our other shit takes,
Yeah, I know,
which
right?
don't. Yeah.
Jeremy was talking at the story. He's like, I basically just try and stir shit in the Judgment Discord every week to get people to talk more because people are really quiet if I don't do that.
Yep.
I was like, you basically just described Mojo World. Like, the entire point is to get people to try and kill each other. And it works so well.
It works a lot.
I told you guys this would be the biggest community engagement ever.
I have one honorable mention. I love the old original Fresca, the citrus one.
You fucking... Why didn't you pick that?
What?
Everyone would have hated you. I'll put Fresca instead of A&W.
Because it's not as good as the other ones. I like the other ones more.
Okay. God, I can't... Like, Fresca's the soda people name when they want to sound like they have bad opinions.
That's...
It's true. When they're like, yeah, they only had Fresca. And you're like, ew, gross.
That is true. It does sound like that's the sentence it belongs in.
It doesn't even matter what it tastes like because nobody's ever had it because it sounds terrible. All right. Well, thanks for tuning in, everybody. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This has been Brandon.
And Parker.
And Aaron.
And you've just listened to Parker deleted all of his lists.
So what are we going to call this thing?
I got it. Okay. Incredible, new, fantastic, astonishing, mighty, original, uncanny, sensational podcast.
I'm just going to put down infamous.